Imagine going to your trusted doctor for a simple backache, and instead of a cure, you are handed a prescription that turns you into a lifelong drug addict. Now imagine the company that made that drug fully knew it was highly addictive, but spent billions to bribe doctors and lie to the public, just to boost their sales. This isn't a street cartel. This is the Sackler family, the billionaires behind Purdue Pharma, who legally triggered an epidemic that killed over 500,000 everyday Americans. To understand how the deadliest drug epidemic in American history began, we need to look at the masterminds behind it, the Sackler family. For decades, they owned a pharmaceutical company called Purdue Pharma. In the 1990s, they had a problem. Their patent on a popular painkiller was running out, meaning they were about to lose billions. They needed a new golden goose. So, in 1996, they released a revolutionary new drug called OxyContin. OxyContin was essentially a chemical cousin to heroin. Historically, doctors only prescribed such powerful opioids for cancer patients or end-of-life care because they were extremely addictive. But Purdue Pharma wanted to sell it to everyone. If someone had a sore back, a sports injury, or a toothache, Purdue wanted them on OxyContin. But to do that, they had to convince doctors that their new drug was perfectly safe. So, according to official court documents and a massive Department of Justice investigation, Purdue launched one of the most aggressive and deceptive marketing campaigns in medical history. They sent highly trained sales reps to doctors' offices across the country. These reps bought doctors expensive dinners, paid for luxury vacations, and handed out fake, manipulated charts. They told doctors a catastrophic lie. They claimed that because OxyContin had a special time-release coating, less than 1% of patients would become addicted. It was a complete fabrication. In reality, Purdue's own internal documents later revealed they knew the drug was being abused, crushed, and snorted by patients just days after taking it. But the company didn't stop. They actually pushed doctors to prescribe even higher doses to keep the money flowing. By the early 2000s, the damage was irreversible. Working-class regions, especially mining and farming towns in states like West Virginia and Ohio, were entirely wiped out by addiction. Then, something even darker happened. As the government finally started cracking down on corrupt doctors and shutting down pill mills, millions of addicted patients suddenly lost their supply. Desperate to stop the excruciating physical withdrawals, everyday Americans turned to the black market. This directly triggered a massive spike in street heroin and deadly fentanyl overdoses. While communities were burying their dead, OxyContin became a historic blockbuster. It generated over $35 billion in revenue, transforming the Sacklers into one of the wealthiest families on the planet. They literally had their names on museums at Harvard and the Louvre in Paris. But the public was finally waking up. Starting in 2017, a tsunami of legal action hit the company. Mayors, state attorney generals, and devastated families filed over 3,000 lawsuits against Purdue Pharma. They accused the company of deceptive marketing and fueling a national health crisis. Purdue was cornered, but the Sackler family had a brilliant, deeply controversial exit strategy. According to financial investigators, long before the lawsuits peaked, the Sackler family quietly siphoned over $10 billion out of Purdue Pharma and hid it in offshore personal bank accounts. Then, in 2019, they executed their Masterstroke. They filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, but only for the company, not for themselves. In 2020, the Department of Justice closed in. Purdue Pharma officially pleaded guilty to 3 federal criminal charges, admitting they actively conspired to defraud the United States and violated anti-kickback laws by bribing doctors. It was a historic confession. But what happened to the billionaires who ordered it all? In a highly controversial bankruptcy settlement, the Sackler family agreed to give up ownership of Purdue and pay a $6 billion settlement to the victims and states. $6 billion sounds like a massive punishment, right? But remember, they had already pulled out more than $10 billion. They walked away as billionaires. Even worse, in exchange for that money, they demanded a third-party release. This is a legal loophole that granted the Sackler family members complete immunity from any future civil lawsuits regarding OxyContin. Despite their company pleading guilty to federal crimes, and despite a death toll of over 500,000 Americans, not a single member of the Sackler family spent a single day in a prison cell. So, what can everyday people learn from a tragedy where profit was valued over human life? How do we protect our families? Number 1. Always question the prescription. Just because a doctor wears a white coat doesn't mean the drug company isn't pulling the strings behind the scenes. Doctors are humans, and they are targeted by aggressive pharmaceutical marketing. Whenever you are prescribed a strong painkiller or a new drug, ask questions. What are the long-term side effects? Is it addictive? And most importantly, is there a safer alternative? Number 2. Beware of miracle cures. Purdue marketed OxyContin as a magic pill that would safely eliminate all pain. In medicine, if a claim sounds too good to be true, it almost always is. Real healing often requires time, physical therapy, and careful management, not a quick-fix chemical pushed by a billionaire's advertising budget. At the end of the day, this isn't just a story about billions of dollars or corrupt marketing. This is about over 500,000 empty chairs at dinner tables. It's about parents burying their children because they trusted a medical system that was secretly bought and paid for. The Sackler family paid $6 billion, but kept their freedom and the rest of their billions. Do you think billionaires can simply buy their way out of the justice system? Tell me your honest thoughts in the comments below. If this video opened your eyes to how the healthcare industry really works, please like this video. And if you know someone who blindly takes whatever medication they see on TV, share this video with them. It might literally save their life. But if you think controlling people through medicine is scary, wait until you see what happens when a company learns how to control your mind and manipulate an entire presidential election using your own Facebook data. In our next video, we expose the chilling reality of Cambridge Analytica, the company that hacked democracy itself. This is a story about your personal privacy, and you need to hear it. Subscribe the BizBusted channel and ring the bell so you don't miss it. Stay smart, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.